All right, these are the notes on Topic 1, Lesson 1, pages 4 through 11, Matter and Energy in the Earth's System. Make sure you're following along in the book. Make sure you're jotting down notes. Occasionally, I will ask you to print or take a picture of your notes and send it to me, so make sure you do that. So go ahead and get your book out and go to page 4 in your book. By the way, we will not get through all these notes. I'm going to try to keep the notes and discussion that I do on Screencast-O-Matic to no more than 15 minutes. Okay? So, first thing you need to do is read the guiding questions on the first part of the book. So if you would listen to the guiding questions, they are as follows. What are the different components of the Earth system? What are the sources of energy for the processes that affect the Earth? How can you model the cycling of matter in the Earth system? So those are the guiding questions, which means those are the questions we're going to be answering throughout this lesson. Okay? The Earth system. Lake Mead is a part of a large system. What does it consist of? It consists of the Colorado River, the Hoover Dam, and Las Vegas, Nevada. What is a system? And this is really important to understand this as far as the definition. A system is a group of parts that work together as a whole. So, very important to understand this part right here. Okay, make sure you know it. Water and rock cycles. We should know the water cycle by now. Of course, you've probably been over that many times. What are some parts of the water cycle? So I want you to think about that for a second. Here are some parts: precipitation, condensation, evaporation, transpiration, etc. There are a couple others, but the one that you're probably not too familiar with is transpiration. Transpiration is when water evaporates from plants on the Earth's surface. Okay? So that's transpiration. So, of course, we know what precipitation is. We know what condensation is. Just to refresh your memory, condensation, okay, is when a gas goes to a liquid. Evaporation is the opposite, okay? Evaporation is when liquid goes to a gas. In each step, a change in energy occurs to keep the cycle going. So basically, the water cycle depends on a change in energy. Water and rock cycles. In the rock cycle, hot magma rises through the cracks in the earth. This material cools and hardens. In each step, a change in energy occurs to keep the cycle going. So notice how that right here, this is very familiar to what? The water cycle. The Earth system is made of 4 spheres. What are they? You could probably guess this is the main point of the lesson. All right. So we have the atmosphere. We have the geosphere. The hydrosphere. Who can tell me what the frozen part is called? It's actually called the cryosphere. And of course, the last one is the biosphere. Okay, so the atmosphere. What is it? So it is the Earth's outermost layer. and it contains the Earth's weather and is the foundation for our different climates. Okay, so if you look at figure 2 on pages 6 and 7, it goes through all the different types of spheres. So that is a good place to get information on each one of the spheres that we're going to be studying. So starting out with the atmosphere, which we just talked about. And the geosphere. And we're going to, this will be the last slide for today. We're just going to see how this works, make sure everybody's got time to get through this. Obviously, I'm going a little bit faster with you guys than I would with the class. All right. The geosphere includes the solid metal inner core, the liquid metal outer core, and the rocky mantle and crust. Okay. So of course we're talking about the Earth. All right. Again, figure 2 on pages 6 and 7. If you're following along in the book, which you should be, this is the geosphere. Again, this goes a little bit faster with you guys due to the fact that I don't have to stop and make sure you guys are getting all the notes down, because you can stop and pause this at any time. So we're going to stop there for today.